welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and I am bringing you a team overview for the 2021 season for the IPL. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for checking out this video, for clicking on it. I appreciate that. While you're clicking, and since you just clicked, do me a huge favor. Like this video and subscribe if you feel the need to do so at any point, or you feel the desire to do so at any point in this video. So last year, Gabe and I, we got into the IPL. Jody watched some matches as well, and we did these team overviews. Those were like overviews for the entire team's history, their past, the awards, all that kind of stuff. This season, we're going to do a little differently. Since we're some veterans now watching the IPL, we are going to look at just the team for 2021. We'll mention some of our thoughts, some players to look out for, any kind of things that we feel like we want to mention in these overviews. So these are meant to be short and informative, and I hope you enjoy. So today I'm starting off with, in no particular order whatsoever, I said let's start off with the Rajasthan Royals. Okay, so the Rajasthan Royals are ready to play in India once again in the IPL, but it'll be the cluster caravan type schedule. They are starting their first 5 matches, I believe it is, in Mumbai. All right, their first 5 matches in Mumbai. Their very first matches against the rebranded Punjab Kings. And the Rajasthan Royals, if you didn't know, they won the inaugural IPL championship title. So they have that championship. They'll always have that. They're looking for more. They finished in 8th place last year. There was times where their batsmen, their scoring looks like they was going to take them right to the playoffs, and then that kind of teetered off. They did have the MVP Jofra Archer, and I got an update, if you did not know, coming up in a little bit in this video, so stick around for that. But they're starting off with the Punjab Kings, excuse me, then the Delhi Capitals, CSK, RCB, KKR for their first 5 matches in Mumbai. And they start off with their first match April the 12th. That's the 4th match of this season, so they get to start a little later. But let's go into the rosters for this season. For the Rajasthan Royals, they made some changes. They had some sticking around. As far as their pure batsmen goes, these are batsmen that aren't a wicketkeeper, aren't an all-rounder, just a pure batsman. We have David Miller, okay, from South Africa. We have Monan Vora from India, Liam Livingstone from England, Mahapal Lamror, and Yashasvi Jaiswal from India. And Jaiswal, he is a player that Gabe absolutely loves. I think he chose him to be his emerging player, and he'll be looking for him to break out and get more of a chance. But it was cool that he was able to come back, because if I remember correctly, he did okay, but he wasn't able to make a huge impact, the kind of impact that he would have wanted to make. So it's good to see him back there. As far as those 5 guys, none of those names really jump out to me, besides maybe Jaiswal and his potential. I don't know David Miller, Livingstone, or the other players I mentioned. So let's go ahead, and none of them have huge contracts. Besides Jaiswal, he's got himself a nice little 2.5 crore contract, so that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and move on to the all-rounders. Here's some names I recognize. You have some big paychecks coming to these first 2 guys. You got Chris Morris from South Africa. Chris Morris did some great things last year with RCB. Sad to see him not with RCB again, but Rajasthan picked him up for a nice 16.25 crore. And then Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes is going to be out there. Man, he's only 29 years old. He's so young and so talented. 12.5 crores. But let's not worry too much about the salaries. Get to the other players. They got Rahul Tewatia, as we were calling him. We got Shivam Dubey, Shreyas Gopal, and Riyan Parag. All those names I know. I've heard of all those players. I've seen them all play. I love Tewatia. Absolutely. Talk about young. He's 27, so is Dubey. I know about Dubey. He's got some skills as a bowler as well. I would say more of a bowler than a batsman. I would probably say the same thing about Tewatia, but then we saw him go off for 5 sixes last year. So he's on the right squad. They love to score themselves some runs. I mean, who doesn't, right? Chris Morris is a huge pickup. Very, very expensive. Is he worth that money? I don't know. But, man, he loves to get those wickets, and he gets them in some big moments. He's age 33 now. So he's getting a little up there for an athlete, but still plenty of time left. To the wicket keepers, they got some great ones. We got Josh Butler from England. We got the new captain. That's right. Sanju Samson is a new captain for the Rajasthan Royals. No longer Steve Smith. He's not there at Rajasthan anymore. So you got Sanju Samson, and you got Anuj Rawat. Now, this is a little side thing, but I wonder how Sanju Samson feels about being the captain but not being the highest paid player. He probably, to the media would say, oh, I don't care whatsoever, but I wonder how much inside he's like, you're going to make me the captain? You're not going to pay me the most? But he understands how the game works, and he is the captain, so good luck to Sanju Samson. Anuj Rawat, I don't recognize his name too well. He's age 21. I don't know if he played last year. Let me know in the comment section, but he's another wicketkeeper. I would assume that Sanju Samson will get most of the wicket-keeping duties, but you got Josh Butler there, so they might platoon back and forth a little bit. Both of them are very, very above average wicket-keepers. The spin bowlers, they have two natural spin bowlers. Not really much of batsmen. We got KC Karyappa and Mayank, not that Mayank Markandi. Both from India. They're both young guys in their 20s. And I wonder if this... Oh, is this telling me... Oh, the signed year, yes. So, Karyappa, this is his first signed year. Mayank's second. So, those are the spin bowlers. Don't know too much about them. If you do, comment below and let me know about them. And then we have our pace bowlers. Holy cow. They only had 2 spin from the bowler section. I love using Wikipedia because it organized the way I like to see it. I can go to the website and that gives me information too, but I like the way this has it organized. It gives a little more information. As far as the all-rounders, right? Chris Morris, right arm, fast medium. Same with Ben Stokes. And then you got leg break, Tawadia. Okay. And then leg break, Gopal, and Parag. I don't see Gopal or Parag getting too many overs to bowl, so they're going with 2 straight out right arm leg break spinners. But the pace bowlers, holy cow. They got a whole lot of pace bowlers. This might be the biggest list of just pace bowlers from the way Wikipedia sorts it. We got Andrew Tye. All right, Andrew Tye. This is his second sign year. He's getting himself 1 whole crore from Australia, of course. Unicat. Oh, Gabe, plug those ears, my friend. Somewhere he's screaming right now. Unicat. Oh, I can't wait to see what he does. He's getting paid 3 crore. Not too shabby, my friend. Not too shabby. Jofra Archer, update on him in just a second from England. Ooh, we got Mustafizar Rahman. This is from Bangladesh. This is, I think, his first year in the IPL. It says this is the first year he signed, at least with Rajasthan. So that's super exciting. I saw him in the ODI series against New Zealand. And I haven't recorded it yet, but I will see him. We'll see. We'll see if he made the T20 squad international for Bangladesh that I'll be streaming. We got Kuldeep Yadav. Okay, not Kuldeep. Kuldeep Yadav. Shaitan Sakaraya. Kartik Tyagi. Ooh, I remember Tyagi from the show. Oh, man. What's the show? I can't think of it right now. But the show that we watched every single episode for. A little bit of controversy there. Tyagi. And Akash Singh. That rounds up the other pace bowlers. The last 4 are from India. And Kuldeep Yadav. It's interesting how similar. It's just not Kuldeep. And even on Wikipedia it says, do not be confused with Kuldeep Yadav. But I have heard of him before, I want to say, but this is first year signed. So those are the pace bowlers. Let's talk about the big name, the MVP, Jofra Archer. He is going to be on the squad this year. There's reports that because of his injury that he was just going to, forego the IPL. But no. I believe he might be there in India right now. If not, he has plans to get there. He's got to rest up. He's got to heal up, so he won't be in the starting squad the first several games. Hopefully he can get in there maybe late April, early May to join the squad, because this guy, obviously, he can take the wickets. He can score the sixes. He can score the runs. He is the MVP. He's only 25. So talented. But he will be on the squad, per the reports, just today from the internet if I can trust that. But that is the squad for the Rajasthan Royals. They have a really, really good squad. I believe in their squad. They have a lot of great players. And the question is, how is the bowling going to hold up? Because they can score the runs, but they can also give up some runs. If Gabe was here, he would say, Unicat. But they picked up themselves Chris Morris to stabilize some things. I believe he's going to do that. We'll see how Tawadia does. And I believe this is his second season. He was not necessarily lights out as a spin bowler, as much as he was with those sixes. But he wasn't even consistent with the sixes and with the scoring, too, as a batsman. So we'll see how he's able to elevate. We'll see how Jaiswal is able to elevate in his second season. We'll be able to see how Dubé does. This might not be the Dubé I'm thinking of, actually, because it said this is his first year, so I apologize for confusing anyone on that. And we'll see how the other guys are able to step up and able to, pick up things and see how Andrew Ty does and whatnot. We'll see which of those pace bowlers. I mean, who's going to step up in the absence of Jofra Archer, right? You got to throw 4 bowlers out there at least, 5 bowlers out there at least to get 4 overs each. So who's going to step up? Watch out for Rahman from Bangladesh to be able to make some noise and do some things. Is he going to become a household name after this season? I'm not saying MVP or anything like that, but, is he going to be able to show who he is like he was able to show quite impressively in international play so far for, his age? Is Unicat going to be able to shrug off the hate from Gabe and all that kind of stuff, his sledging, and be able to move forward? We'll have to see. If any of these guys are able to become MVP this season like Archer did, I don't think it'll be Archer. He won't be out there for the whole season. Just from my limited knowledge of these players, I would say don't be surprised if a Joss Butler, a Sanju Samson, or even, obviously, Ben Stokes, or even a Chris Morris. Chris Morris, he can bat a little bit. We don't want to rely on him to chase 30 in the last 2 overs, and he's up there in the death. But he can score a little bit. I really like Chris Morris. I think he's impressive. I wish RCB still had him. But that is the Rajasthan Royals. Tell me, how do you feel about this squad? I know there's a whole lot of Rajasthan fans out there. How do you feel about it? Do you feel better than you did at the beginning of last season? We know they were in 8th place, so obviously you're going to say, well, of course I feel better. But a lot of us, including me, I had them in the playoffs last year, felt pretty good about Rajasthan last year, and then they kind of fell apart, and, all types of things happened. They got a new captain. They brought in some new players. They re-signed, in my opinion, the right players. They got, like I said, new captain, Sanju Samson. We'll see how he does. We will see what happens. We'll see. I would assume Sanson would want to put Jaiswal in there and a little bit more than what we saw last time. But I am excited to see what these players can do, what this team can do. Talking about Jaiswal, I mean, he had won some awards for the U19 squad. And again, I'm excited to see what this guy can do in his second year. And those are my thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know about your thoughts. I think as far as where they're going to end end of the year, me and Gabe will have a separate video on that. What our predictors are for the 4 teams that'll make it to the playoffs out of the 8 and who we think is going to win it all. I don't know if I feel great about Rajasthan moving up 4 places to snag that 4th spot. But that's the thing about the IPL. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. I hope you enjoyed my overview on the Rajasthan Royals and my thoughts. Share your thoughts with me. Please let me know what you think. And until next time, adios.